Hi guys, so this is where we left last time. We left on this note. We understood what tuple constructor is. We can use it to convert lists or dictionaries into tuples. Okay, so we are going to move forward and understand, is it really immutable? Is there a chance? Is there a way to make changes in tuples? Yes, there is a way we can make changes in the tuples. That is from the index. Let's learn about them. Let's have a normal tuple. So let's call it T. This is the tuple for us. Now what if I want to add or append grapes here? So this, if I were to have indexing done over here, so the indexing would start with 0, then 1, 2 and 3. Copilot worked for us. So what if in the 4th place I want to have grapes? So what I'm going to do is I'll just simply write down, because I mentioned that tuples are immutable, I will have to convert this tuple T into a list and then make changes in the list. I cannot do this thing directly. Okay, it is just not possible. It does not allow to happen like that. Okay, we can still try. Let's go with -1, and I want to make that into grapes. And let me print. Let's see what happens. Tuple object does not support item assignment. So you see you're getting this error. That means that this proves that we cannot actually mutate a tuple. But what we can do is we can mutate a list, and we have done that in this video. If you've not gone through that, I would highly recommend you check out both the videos. Both of them are really helpful, very detailed, and there's no nonsense. I just explained everything in as precise and easy language as possible, so check that out. Okay, anyways, coming back over here, what I'm going to do is I'll be converting this tuple T into a list, say S. So S is going to be list of T, and then I am changing S. So let's see how that works now. Let me add a few statements over here so that it becomes easier for us to understand. Okay, again, this is the original tuple was apple, mango, strawberry and kiwis, and after appending there is a change. It is apple, mango, strawberry and grapes. This actually ended up replacing and did not append. Okay, so if I wanted to update or if I wanted to append anything, so when I try to append anything, so that is going to be appended at the end, right? That is what essentially I wanted to do, right? I wanted to append it to the end. So I'm going to just go ahead and do this. This is going to be s dot append. This is working perfectly fine now. So something else that we've understood is we are using dot append to append the values in the list, and then we use index to replace the value. Okay, so now this S, if I wanted to print the type of it, this is going to give me a list. But I was originally working with a tuple. This was a tuple, but now this has become a list. So what do? I use the tuple constructor, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll give it a name to you, and that would be equal to tuple, and then inside tuple I'm going to be writing the list S over here. Okay, and once that is done, let me print tuple to you, and let me also print the type of TU. So the original tuple was without grapes, and after replacing, this is a list. Notice the square brackets over here. This is after appending. Now that this is converted into a list, I printed the type and I can see that this is a type list. After doing that, I've converted this list into a tuple, and then you can see that I'm able to print the class type of tuple. So that was done using the tuple constructor, tuple, and then the parentheses and whatever you want to write inside. So this was another very important thing that we need to know, that you can make tuples mutable, but this has to be done by converting the tuple into a list, making changes, and then again converting that list into a tuple using the tuple constructor. Okay, so we ended up adding stuff in the tuple via the list. Let's also delete. So what I'm going to do is I have a tuple, say T, which is very simple, 1 2 3 8 4 0. Now I convert this into a list. So that is done by S equals list T. over here. So this got converted very well. Now I want to remove something from the list. So that is going to be s dot. I want to remove. So you see, I can see remove. What do I want to remove from your? Let's remove 4, and then I'll just print s, and let's check this out. This is what our s looked like. 123840, 123840. This was a list, right? Because I printed s over here. Then from s I removed 4, so the answer should be 12380, and you see this 12380. So that is what remove does. Okay, remove is going to take a specific value from the list directly that it wants to remove, or rather I should be pointing at this list. Okay, not this is a tuple, guys, my mistake. And then how is pop different? Pop is going to be taking the last element and it's just going to get it out. You see, it got rid of the 0 over here. So I hope this makes sense to you. Let's move forward and understand, and let me just actually convert this into a tuple. So now that this is into a tuple, I want to just get rid of the entire tuple. I don't want the tuple. So if I want to delete the tuple, I just use this keyword del, and then the tuple tup. Let's check out what happens. The name tup is not defined. That is because I already deleted the tuple. Okay, so that is why I am getting this error. The name tup is not defined. So that was another thing that we understood, that even though it seems like you cannot make changes in the tuple, by converting them into lists, you can make changes, you can mutate it. So we will be continuing with a few other important concepts that we need to know about tuples in the next video, which would be coming up tomorrow or on Monday. The only reason why I am extending this and making it a 3 video long series just for tuple is because it is really important and you all don't get confused or bored. So yes, that is why I'll be seeing you tomorrow or on Monday. Bye bye.